So what do you think about the clinical trials out there right now for myelodysplastic syndrome? Is there a lot of hope?
This is a really exciting time for MDS clinical trials. So as you know, clinical trials are opportunities for patients to try drugs that aren't necessarily FDA approved yet, or at least not approved for MDS. These are experiments to try to see if the drug actually works and is safe for patients to take. But it gives patients that opportunity to try something that may be better than what we consider our standard of care. And for MDS, there are a whole variety of different trials out there. Some studies are bringing new drugs to market that work very much like the drugs that we had before, but maybe either slightly more efficacious, they may work better, or maybe easier to take. For example, oral versions of some of the IV drugs that we use in our practice. Then there are drugs that work in a completely new manner, that try to target the disease in a way that we haven't tried before. Drugs, for example, that I can think of that are in late-stage development include a drug called pevonedistat that is combined with an HMA like decitabine or azacitidine that may be more effective in treatment, and that's what we're trying to determine. Other drugs that are very interesting are drugs that have already been approved for diseases that are similar to MDS and are available for physicians to use today. Those things include treatments for AML, acute myeloid leukemia. A couple of drugs that I can think of in that category include a drug called venetoclax. This is a pill that has been combined with HMAs and with other related drugs that has been very effective in patients that have either not been able to receive more traditional chemotherapy or that have had relapsed disease after initial treatment. Given how similar AML is to MDS, we think that these drugs are likely to work in this disorder as well, and we're seeing clinical trials of these agents in patients with MDS that will hopefully bring new options for treatment to market.